As I stand before you today, I notice that each of us have different backgrounds, different motivations for being here. As a result, our personal conversations might look quite different. Perhaps we would talk about the importance of the ranching community and the importance that the ranching community has on the role of wildlife management, be it access issues or joint HBC projects that may increase carrying capacity of a given habitat zone. Or we could discuss bighorn sheep habitat or wild turkey biology. Or perhaps our conversations might turn to the desert fauna of Yuma or the great elk herds near Flagstaff, where I counted and classified over 1,300 elk in the Mormon Lake bed one year. My point is this, is that we all have common ground. We all want healthy wildlife populations. And we all want to preserve Arizona's diverse wildlife resources for future generations. What I have learned from listening to these different voices is that we may have a difference in opinion on how we get there, but the end goal is the same. I am a problem solver. I am a leader, and I feel my life experiences in ecology and entrepreneurship have given me the tools to be an ideal fit for this position. I am excited to be here, and I'm excited to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your statement. Let's start with our questions, and let's start on my right, Mr. Kelly.
Good morning, Daniel. Thanks for that opening bio on yourself. It was really good. My first question for you is, what is your position on trail cameras used for non-consumptive wildlife viewing, conservation activities, and also for scouting and hunting purposes?
So when trail cameras first came out in the early 2000s, I remember myself and another wildlife manager, we set up a trail camera on a carcass that a lion had killed of an elk. Our purpose was to document the scavengers that came into it. When I went and checked this is the old days where it had film. So we got the film back. We noticed that 45 minutes after we were there, a lion came in, and he was there for 6 hours on the carcass. And it was reminiscent of the African Serengeti. When he would leave, a coyote would come in, or when he would leave, a crow or something else would come and scavenge. We learned a lot from that, so it was a very, very beneficial thing. When my daughter was in grade school, we used a trail camera to do a wildlife project where we documented the movements of the different deer and elk in our backyard, and she was able to present this to her class, and she had a good grade. So, trail cameras can be very, very good things. When it comes to hunting, when it comes into the wildlife community, things have evolved a lot, right? So I like to categorize the constituents of Arizona into 3 separate categories. Category A is a small sliver over here, where these are the hunters and the fishermen. These are the ones who are funding our wildlife management. It's a pretty small sliver for the state. Category C over here is about the equal size of Category A, and these are people who may not be in favor of how we're doing wildlife management or the direction of the department. And then the big group in the middle is Category B. This is our zone of opportunity, right? So these are the ones that we need to make sure are in